Hi guys, my name is Melania, and to those of you who are watching this video, I am doing this math equation that's due to a project, so bear with me. So I'm just going to jump right into it. As you can see in our equation, 4 times the square root of x minus 2 minus 1 equals the square root of x minus 2 plus 8, and we're solving for x. Our possible answers for x could be 5, 11, 3, and 29. So let's move on to solving it. So for the first part, this is how the original equation looks, and we all know what that is. The first thing you would do was move 1 over to the other side, which would give you 9. And then you would also switch the square root of x minus 2 and move it to where the 4 times x, the square root of x minus 2 is. So when you subtract those two, you would get 3 times the square root of x minus 2 equals 9. And to get rid of the square root, we would have to just square it on both sides, which would give you 9 in parentheses x minus 2 would equal 81, because 9 times 9 is 81. And then of course you would just divide by 9, so then you would be left with x minus 2 equals 9, and then add 2 to the other side, and x will equal 11. So as you can see in the very beginning, our answer would be b equals x equals 11. Bear with me guys, I'm so sorry, I stutter so much. But let's see how come the other ones wouldn't be a possible answers. And like, these are just a lot of mistakes a lot of people make that I realized when I was also going through it. I made it multiple times. The first one where we have a equals x to 5, you can see that, so right when you get to 3 times the square root of x minus 2 equals 9, some people might forget to square either side and just eliminate the square root itself. And you would go on, and that's to adding 2 to 2 both sides, and then you would end up with x equals 5. So that was one mistake I noticed a lot of people made when I asked them to do the equation sometimes. And another one was when, again, taking from the same area, instead of squaring both sides, some people forgot to square one side and would end up with like 9 in the parentheses x minus 2 equals 9. And of course, continuing with plus 2 to the other side, you would get 3, which would lead to how we had that answer up there. And for the final answer, as we can see, 3, taking again from the same place, some people forgot to double the 9 by when they square rooted stuff. Again, you would take it from x minus 2, add the 2 to the other side, and you get 29. But if you check your work, which I'm sure a lot of you would do, and I don't need to show you, if you just plug in 11 where x is, you would get exactly both sides equaling it. So that would mean all other answers were impossible or incorrect. So hopefully this video helps some of you in my class or even out there who don't understand how to solve for x with equations like this. And well, let me know in the comments if I did a good job explaining things. If not, I'm sure I can help answer some things. Thanks.